Alright you guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we have a very exciting one because CIG just released a brand new ground vehicle, the MISC Raptor. Now CIG teased this vehicle on in the newsletter in one of the sneak peeks. They had an image that some people really couldn't decipher what part it was, but the tagline was "Clever Girl." And that tagline is a Jurassic Park reference to raptors, okay? And the Pipeline Discord found the reference raptor in the game files. So a lot of people were speculating when this new vehicle would release. And there was also some references to a kind of hover bike, but that is clearly a different ground vehicle. I kind of thought that the sneak peek was of a wheel and some, detective work, some comparisons. I'll throw up a picture over this part of the video that the sneak peek that CIG posted was actually the back wheel of this ground vehicle. So we finally have it, the MISC Raptor. Clean up a filthy galaxy. Now, you guys kind of know my stance on this kind of stuff, and how I feel about hovercrafts. Uh, I say it all the time in these videos whenever CIG releases a new ground vehicle. We have gravlev technology, okay? It would be very easy for this to be a gravlev vehicle. Why it has wheels, I have no idea. CIG keeps releasing vehicles that have wheels, and it doesn't make any sense. It's 2954, and it's 900 years in the future. We have hovercrafts right now. Now, with gravlev technology, they're a lot more efficient and can go up and down hills, and I think obviously gravlev technology in the game is not in the best state. It's not in a finished polished state, but this could be a much slower moving vehicle because obviously it's designed to clean up trash. So it could, essentially have brushes around the base, and the gravlev technology makes it hover, and then it has like a vacuum that sucks up the trash, kind of like a Roomba, one of those iRobot vacuums that move along autonomously. But this is really cool. So we're going to go over this vehicle. Obviously I think it should be a hover vehicle. I don't know why it has wheels, but the fact that, we're getting a vehicle that can clean up some of the trash in this game. You go to any of the landing zones, and they're kind of littered with stuff. And as things progress, as we get much larger servers, these servers are going to get a lot more dirty. And CIG has to come up with a way for the servers to kind of get cleaned up so they don't get bogged down and get issues. Essentially, we all know how much the server suffers when there's just a bunch of trash laying around all over the place, ships and stuff like that. And CIG kind of solved that problem with the SRV coming out, being able to move ships in the future. You will be able to take those ships to locations to be repaired and whatnot. But we definitely need more systems in the game to kind of clean up the trash. So this is kind of actually a useful vehicle. Okay. I think it's also good timing that they're bringing it out as the servers get bigger. So what are we looking at here? MISC Raptor, clean up a filthy galaxy. It's a filthy galaxy. Somebody's got to clean it up. This galaxy we call home is absolutely filthy, dirty, disgusting. You guys could go through all of this stuff right here. We have a little video trailer.
Finally, an instant classic made to reflect you. The heroes this galaxy needs: persistent, eternal, sanitary. None other exists.
And you can see right there, it stands for Reclamation and Personal Transportation of Rubbish. Okay. So Raptor is an acronym. If you're thinking, okay, Raptor doesn't really make sense for a sanitation vehicle, well, it's an acronym. Okay. So what are we looking at here? We have a little bit of specs. Okay. Right down here, we have two size 7 industrial scrubbers, dual tracked industrial attachments designed specifically for the Raptor, come factory equipped with street grade heavy duty industrial scrubbers, polyfiber bristles, demolish the crustiest, most heavily embedded grime the Galaxy has to offer, while a steady blast of cleaning solution cuts right through the grease and grit of humanity's valve runoff. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. So it can kind of also get rid of layers of dirt and that type of stuff. And 1x clear view cockpit. Okay, to probably combat filth, you need a clear view of it. You know your enemy, they say, and the fastest way to get to know something is by checking it out with your trusty eyeballs, sold separately. Okay, obviously. Nothing but your HUD and controls impede your view of the mess you're about to obliterate. And what's more, the cockpit is made of high-grade resistant carbon plastic glass that's easy to clean and highly resistant to the 3 Bs of urban unrest: bullets, bats, and bricks. Okay? But okay, what I want to say that's kind of interesting about this windshield here is that it has a windshield wiper. Okay, you go up here and you look, it has this very large windshield wipers. Now there are not a lot of, if any, vehicles in the game. I'm not sure, correct me down below in the comments. Do we have any vehicles that have windshield wipers? Now this may be hinting at, possible weather systems that CIG might integrate into the game. I know we have snowstorms and dust storms and that, but maybe rainstorms and other things are coming. And I honestly think windshield wipers, because if you look at the new water physics and water technology, as you fly over the water mist kind of blows over your windshield and clouds a little bit. So it might be interesting if CIG starts adding, some kind of windshield wiper tech into the game to kind of get us a better view. Okay, 1x self-contained purification system. Okay, so this is not just a storage box. This is a whole purification system. So again, this is a brand new gameplay loop. And I feel like a lot of people would be really excited about this. This is something that CIG never really talked about before. But again, because we're getting bigger servers and because of PES and we have all this trash around, this is something that kind of makes sense. It's something that we need. Okay. Everything you need for your crusade of cleanliness is on board. Contained inside the little package that is on the Raptor's frame. Suck and spray with total accuracy and absolute confidence using our award-winning patented cleaning solution. Blend, and you're also a hydrated, mostly automatic biohazard insulation system. Of course, a bunch of woods. CIG is kind of known for having, this type of language in their marketing. But what this essentially hints to me is that there might be some kind of resource system to this. Maybe some type of crafting loop that will get added to gameplay as this ship, again, with this ship out, just like in other ships, like the Vulture will have more crafting options as they develop. This ground vehicle might have a similar situation. So, in the future, you might have to find resources to craft cleaning solution to be able to use this vehicle. And again, I feel like that would be a pretty cool gameplay loop if you could go out and you could craft cleaning solution. It's a consumable. Okay, so more and more features as the game is developed, more and more things will require consumables to operate. And I feel like that's a great way to balance the gameplay, to kind of have this thing that you need to use to be able to, use your vehicle efficiently. And of course, you could probably always go to a Kelter or something and buy cleaning solution. But again, as crafting comes online, cleaning solution might be something that you could make. Maybe there's a blueprint for different formulas of cleaning solution. So perhaps, you do some type of cleaning mission, and the mission reward for cleaning up that landing zone is essentially this blueprint for this more concentrated cleaning solution. And then you can start crafting that more concentrated cleaning solution and then be more effective when you take these missions, and these missions start to pay out more. Maybe you get missions to clean up distribution centers and whatnot. As players do missions at those distribution centers, they'll accumulate more trash and more dirt. And with the advanced mission systems, you'll be able to go out there and clean those locations. So I think that's pretty exciting. Those are the main features. Of course, this ground vehicle has no, weaponry. I don't think you'll have any shields or anything like that. More than likely, the storage capacity on this is going to be like 1 SU. We don't know yet. I don't see anything about if we'll be able to sell the waste that we, accumulate in this vehicle. It would be also kind of like a cool mechanic if after you pick up all the trash, it kind of, compacts it and turns it into RMC or something like that. It kind of just like, tears it apart, breaks it down into like its base carbons or whatever, and then you can sell it. So not only would you make money by taking the missions to clean these areas, but you could also make money by selling the RMC that you get from cleaning up these locations. So we kind of have an image here, and you could just see how effective it's going to be at cutting through that dirt, cutting through the grime, picking up as much trash as possible. Again, all this stuff you see around here, it's in the future, all of this stuff is going to be persistent, and you're really going to need a vehicle like this to clean it up. Okay, so now here's the important part. We get to look at price. The MISC Raptor standalone in stock, $50. Okay, really interesting about this sale is that there's no war bond. It's kind of just the price. I don't we don't really see this often. I believe that this is a concept sale, so this is something maybe they might update later. $50 I think is not bad for this ground vehicle. It kind of is in line with something like the Mule. Again, the Mule at the price that it is at, and its usability in game right now, I honestly, in my personal opinion, I would pick this over the Mule, because the Mule just kind of moves boxes. This creates its own resource that you could sell. Okay, so that, in my opinion, has a lot more utility, and it's only like $5 more. Okay, and we also have some paints here. Okay, we have the stock yellow. This is the Pinewood paint. Then we have, we have the stock orange, which is again kind of an interesting choice for MISC, because typically Argo is orange. I would really have liked to see this in kind of like a stainless steel. That's kind of what MISC is known for. But this Argo orange, I know a lot of people are gonna kind of like that color scheme, especially for an industrial vehicle. You want a paint color that's kind of like high visibility. Coming in at $5. Then we have the citrus paint in yellow. This is also a pretty good color. My problem with a lot of the skins is that CIG will release unique colors, and the problem with that is if you want to match it with your other vehicles, your other ships in your fleet, it becomes really hard when all of these different ships have different paint colors. I really wish that CIG would just come out with standardized paint colors, black, white, red, green, blue, and apply them to these ships, so you can kind of have an entire fleet of blue ships, for instance. But it's hard to find the same color blue skin for every ship that you might have. Then last, we have this lavender, which is this really cool pink color, which I don't think there's any other skin in the game that is this kind of pink. So, you know, again, you know, a lot of people play this game, women play this game. I think that there's nothing wrong with having some pink skins or some more, you know, vibrant skins that, you know, I think that direction is something that CIG is trying to go down, you know, that route to, you know, get more players into the game. And this is a cool profession. So in my personal opinion, I think this is a cool color. Obviously, anybody could buy this color. $5 again. It's a good price for the skins. I think there's some pretty good options here. Yeah. I think these 3 skins are the only ones that it comes with. This is a cool little ground vehicle. I think CIG did a good job with this one. Okay. Let's pick it up. Oh no, look at that. Happy triggerfish. April Fools, we've been fooled. This is a pretty good joke by CIG. I think they did a really good job with it this April Fool's Day. But honestly, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. You guys want a, you know, a cleaning ground vehicle? Do you think it should have been a hovercraft? I'd love to hear from you guys on this one. Let me know in the comments down below. I missed April Fool's Day, so I kind of figured I'd come back and take a look at the MISC Raptor. Like I always say at the end of these videos, you guys, like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you guys in the next one. Salute.